So if I was to describe the Velocity swim current in 3 words, I would say it's clear, it's smooth, and it's fast. It's been absolutely fantastic to have this Velocity swim current installed. It's got 10 steps to the speed, so obviously for the beginner and intermediate swimmer, you can go on a really smooth, slow current, and it goes all the way up to elite level, where you're really pushing the pace. It stays really clear when you're swimming against the current, and I can really feel the force as an ex-national swimmer myself, so super excited to have it installed at Heathwood Swim. Yeah, I think the HeatForm pool is, new age. I mean, we've played around with the heating. We've run it at 30 degrees, we've run it at 28 degrees, and during the 2 weeks holiday for Easter, I actually turned the pool off, and it only dropped by 2 degrees through over 2 weeks with no heating going through. So it's super excited. It's really energy efficient. It's a British-made product, so I'm really excited to have it, and I'm really excited to see what the current does. It's single-phase motor instead of a 3-phase motor, so hopefully it's going to give me some big energy savings, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it does in the future. I think the important features of a swim current is that as it gets to the higher speeds, you don't have a washing machine effect, you don't have disturbance and cloudiness in the water, and certainly in my pool so far we haven't had any of that. Right at the top end speed, at that elite level, it's really clear, it's really smooth, and I think the top end swimmers are going to really enjoy swimming on it. So yeah, the main thing for me is that it's a nice size current, it doesn't throw you about, and it's a smooth swim. So we installed the Velocity pool as a sort of second idea really. We put the HeatForm panel pool in because we were offering swimming lessons for children, so it's a 7.5 metre by 2.5 metre tank. And then the guys mentioned to me that they've come up with this new Velocity swim current. I went up and had a little test drive on it, and I was really impressed. And so we've decided to put it in, and so we've got 3 pools during the day where adults and children can swim against the current depending on the level of swimmer they are, and then in the evenings we've got the children's lessons where they can have the group lessons inside the Velocity, inside the HeatForm panel pool, and if they're good enough they can swim against the current as well, so we get sort of 2 things for one, so it's excellent. I'm super excited to see what my clients have to say about it. They're so used to swimming in the pools that we have here already, so now this is installed, it's going to be exciting to hear their feedback, see them, see it challenge them, all the levels of swimmers that we have here. I think it's, from beginner, intermediate, all the way up to advanced pro triathlete. It's got enough speed on it to really challenge everyone. So I'm super excited to see the smiles on their faces and them out of breath when they're swimming as well. The Velocity, I mean, it's super exciting because it's so new on the market, and the guys have told me that there's so much more that they can do with it. So for it, comparing it to other swim currents on the market, I am really excited about it. I think it's the fastest thing I've swam in so far, and in the future I think they've got some cool ideas to make it even faster again. So yeah, it's definitely one of the leaders at the moment. At Heathwood Swim we have all sorts of levels of swimmers who come to us, and I think the more advanced swimmer is going to appeal to the most. It doesn't have the channel system like other swimming pools have, so like swim current pools. So it all depends on the size of the pool that you put the jet in, but also the ability of the swimmer. So if they're a weaker swimmer or they're imbalanced in their stroke, so say their left side's a bit more imbalanced to their right side, they're going to find it harder to swim in. However, the faster swimmer, it will highlight those errors in their stroke and help them really improve their stroke. And for a coach, it'll show us as teachers and coaches where they need to improve, and we can give them the feedback needed to improve.